of dreams. Got the money and the fame, but don't let it make your name. Cause the truth is that the pain from the losses that we seen can cut deep straight to the vein. Know that we all bleed the same blood. Hold on, hold on.
We just need to
Hold on, hold on.
If you're with me, just
Hold on, hold on.
Young Phil DC.
Hold on, hold on.
Niggas taking aim, they claim that they are gangsters. Everybody killing when killing ain't where they came from. Straight from out the hood, my niggas, they really slang dope. Marijuana, rocks, and ecstasy to gain hope. Deep within the trenches where half y'all niggas can't go. Getting to the money, my amigo, call it pesos. Doing our best to stay legal, but the pay's low. Run up in your house, just an illegal under raincoat. The storm may be lasting so long, like summer vacation when I was a child. My mother, she told me these niggas are wild. They be against you but greet you with smiles. They will befriend you for holding them down, but when you ain't spending nowhere to be found, pretending they liking your sound. You taught them to swim but they letting you drown. These gains and losses ain't balancing. This yin yang shit ain't canceling. So many dark days bringing candles in. Don't let them troubles get up under your skin. Gotta hustle till you win, flash your muscle in a pen. Show them you can fin, be a fighter to the end. If they've been there when you're strong, they should be there when you've been. That's the way you filter out the fakers from the friends. Many niggas stop me but they never will. There's pain in the fame and it never fails. To remain at the top of the game, you gotta change. Saying what you can't obtain and be fake. Nigga bang with the biggest of games but shoot blanks. Claim pockets bigger than banks but they ain't. People need to know their place and give thanks. Stacked up against me the odds to embrace. A nigga been down, I'm tying my lace. Ready for whatever profound in this race. Say you talk rounds, won't say it to my face. When a nigga touch down, I move at my pace. Seen some tried and seen some fade. Seen some ride and seen some paid. Got a lot of love and seen some shade. Niggas stacked up but cash brings hate. I'ma rack up, need more for my plate. Ops run up, you know I'm gon' spray. Shots pop up, you know we blow haze. Nigga DC born and DC raised. Time fly by with tests in your face. So hold on to the best of your days. Know your place and keep your shit safe. Say you got bars, but do we got plays?
Hold on to the things that most consider dreams. Got the money and the fame, but don't let it make your name. Cause the truth is that the pain from the losses that we seen can cut deep straight to the vein. Know that we all bleed the same blood. Hold on to the things that most consider dreams. Got the money and the fame, but don't let it make your name. Cause the truth is that the pain from the losses that we seen can cut deep straight to the vein. Know that we all bleed the same blood. Hold on, hold on.
And I'm Sunshine, and today I have.
Young Phil DC.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a local artist from DC. I make music. Right now, I got one project that's already out, and I have another one coming out next year.
Okay, now if you can hear the music or if you heard the beginning, that was one of his songs that I love. Hold On. So what made you make that particular song? What does that song represent?
Well, first of all, it's a song featuring another local DC artist, Kizzy Ranique. On my project, I got a lot of features on it from DC, from Chicago, some big names, some small names. For that particular song, it represents struggle pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I came up, how I grew up, things like that. The project is called the Young Phil Project. So it talks about the things that I went through coming up from my teenage years all the way up. So it's like a reflection on the past. You know what I mean? Because I'm in my 30s now. You know what I mean?
You don't look a day over 20.
Yeah, I try to think that. But my next project will be more current day, things that's happening now. But that's called the Young Phil Project because it's a reflection of the past. Hold On in particular is a song referencing, you know, the struggle we went through. You know, everybody came up, you know, we kind of poor, we didn't have all the money, you know, the same story that pretty much every rapper gives you. Except, you know, in my case, you know, I actually went through that stuff growing up in, you know, poverty side of DC, you know what I mean? Single parent, all that fun stuff.
Okay, so now you do have other songs. So give me one of your major songs that you like and tell me a little bit about that one. We may not be able to play all of his songs, but I know we have at least maybe one more of his songs. But if not, we'll play this particular song again. Can we have it a little bit lightly through the conversation if we can?
I wouldn't worry about all that.
Okay, I just was trying.
But yeah, I got, especially when you know, trying to mic capture and stuff like that for voices. I mean, I got quite a few songs. I guess that I can point out. I got this guy named Prince Vince from Baltimore. We did a song called "Still Us."
Okay.
We did it around the time when it was like a big push for Black Lives Matter and all the riots and stuff like that. So we came together and put that project on. It was that came together very, very well. I love that song. This other girl named Nikki E, she came through. She's from California originally. She blessed the track called Let's Go. So that was pretty cool. I got some local DC artists, Light Show. He's on the track and a song called Find a Way Out. We also got Long Money Keys. Is more of a gangster hit 'em up type of song,
Okay.
signifying that side of us.
So you're a gangster too?
I mean, I've done some gangster things, but I ain't gangster. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I'm no gangster. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
You don't have that gangster face. Most people that have gangsters have the cuts a lot of, all that type of stuff.
that's the cokeheads and the people who got the bumps and stuff. I try to stay away from it. You know what I mean? Selectively gangster.
Okay, selectively. So what got you? What was the force to move you towards rapping / singing / making it? Because you do make a lot of the music and the beats too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I produce some of my beats. A lot of my beats I do purchase from other producers.
Oh, cool.
But about half of my album was produced by in-house people. As far as what inspired me, pretty much poetry. When I was in junior high school, probably about 12, 13 years old, around that time, I used to like writing poems.
Okay.
So I like writing poems. I like listening to music. So I was like, really trying to put that together.
Oh,
so
cool.
I initially started writing with no beat behind it. And I found that it was a lot harder to write your lyrics and then match it and find a beat that fit to it.
Oh, okay.
So then I switched my
So you can't just put words. You can't do words and then.
Oh, I do acapella. There's no problem. I can definitely do it.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
just finding the beat that would actually ride along with the story I'm trying to tell in the words. You see what
Okay.
I'm saying? Because it's like a song is like a concept. It's a whole. It's like a yin and yang type of thing. You know what I mean? Where you're kind of in a way working where the beat and the words work together
Okay.
in unison to create or paint a picture. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I find it easier to find the beat, feel where it's coming from, get the vibe going, and then pick the words that will complement the beat. That's the way I come up with my music.
Like, cause I know I went to the Apple store. I like doing some of the workshops, and I made a funky beat, and I was like, yeah. So can I create? I know you said it's hard to put words with the beat. You have to put the beat with the words. But if I had words, I don't have any words right now, but if I had words, how would you create the words with the beat?
Well,
the other direction.
You kind of said it flip. But it can really go either way.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying? But for me personally, I prefer to hear a beat, vibe to it, see if I'm feeling it, and see what type of mood it puts me in, then I'm gonna write to it. That's the way I operate. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some artists out here who say, well, I put my stuff down, and then my producer puts a beat to it.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's cool. For me, it works the other way. That's all I'm saying.
All right, now have you ever sampled, let's just say, Rough Riders or I don't know?
Only people who
Did I do
really
it?
Sampled. Like I have a lot of songs that's like unreleased because, like I said, I only got one project that's out, but I probably have over 150 songs.
Wow.
Like really, even in written books on my computer, whatever, dating back years and years and years.
Okay.
But as far as the sampling, I'm a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what
I do
so
like that.
I definitely sample some of their stuff. You know, Look
Okay.
Into My Eyes, I've written that. Things to that nature. I used to, when I was small, I used to mix them in the song with me. So it'd be like a bigger track with them.
Okay.
So I used to do that, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So, when it comes down, where would you like to see yourself with your music in, say, 5 years, and then where would you like to see your music in 10 years?
Well, realistically, I look at music as more like a hobby. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't look at it as like work. A lot of artists be like, I'm in the studio, I'm working. I don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? Because when you really enjoy what you do, you're not really working. You're just doing what you like to do. Music is a hobby for me. I got other sources of income, so it's not my major push. You know what I mean? I put out a project last year. I said if I get 1,000 downloads, I would do another one. Well, I did more than 1,000 downloads.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
I'll
So
suck
people
it
say,
now.
you know,
All
they
right.
said,
And they wasn't just your friends.
It was actually, I don't got any friends.
I'm a friend.
I ain't got nowhere near 1,000 friends.
Oh, Lord.
On hand in hand. So when at the end of the day, it's a situation where I just like making music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So in 5 years, I don't know. I can't really answer that question.
Well, I know my co-host, or he has his show yesterday. He does it every Sunday. Gary, he had some guys on it that did a movie. So my next move is to interview a few of them. So who knows? Maybe I can get one of your songs on a movie.
Well,
Well,
maybe
do I
can
get a
write it.
cut? I get a little cut, a little change in my pocket.
Whatever. Like I said, I got songs for everything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we can definitely make it happen.
So that means you have sad songs. Now hold on, I don't think it's sad, but it just has
It's a struggle track.
right. And I really I've always liked that song since the first time I've heard it. So are all your song, what would be your middle ground? Are you more struggle to the song, or are you more, did I do it? You know, or am I making sense?
Are you speaking like tempo? Like what type of songs I make? Do I make like club bangers versus street tracks versus struggle
Mhm.
tracks? I mean, my album has pretty much all of it. Like you got songs like Hold On, like you said, which you represent the struggle. You got songs like Dream For, which is like a aspirational or inspirational song. Then I got sadder songs or songs that really touch home, like In the First Place. Then I got your street songs, like the one I did with Lone Money Keys, called Body Bags. You know what I mean? So we touch on all arrays of the gambit.
Okay, so you have music that's kind of like sad that you would use for, like, if you wanted to be romantic as well.
Absolutely. I have a song. I'm not sure if it made the final cut. It was called I can't remember the name of it, but it was
It's
with
okay.
a girl named Sade. It was like a back and forth love song, like a tug of war.
Mhm.
Heart Wars is what it was called. Heart
Okay.
Wars. I'm not sure if it actually made the cut. I don't think that's on the album.
So do you ever think you may put that on one? Like, would you make a love? Because see, for me, I like a lot of the songs that are out now, but I don't want a song about a Jeep. Like, I got tired of hearing things like that. But I like songs that represent, that mean something, and I can understand each and every word that's coming out of your mouth. When the words are going, I'm like, what the hell? Then I gotta get my phone and let it record the thing so that it can show me the words. And I said, oh, okay. I don't like that. I feel that if let's just say SOS Band. If somebody brought out another band now, maybe in your generation, a group of men that's 30, and you all did the same type of music that SOS Band, I feel that you all would be as good and or better. Why? Because SOS Band is dying out. Cameo is dying out. Earth, Wind, and Fire is dying out. All you have right now is Earth, Wind. What do you call these new bands that create the songs or carry on the songs? You know what I'm saying? They may still have two of the regular people, and then now all new people. I feel that for you all, especially you, because you are so creative and you can do so many things. I kind of wish, I can't tell you what to do, but I wish that you would create songs like that, because that's what we like to listen to. It doesn't have to be just created just for us old heads. I'm 58, but you can create it in a way for you young heads and us old heads, where now you're 60 and I'm probably not here anymore, but we're still listening to your music.
You listen to my music and you're not hitting it from beyond the grave.
But you know what I'm
I see what you're getting at. It's all about how you target. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my songs, actually, all of my songs come with some type of messaging. So it's not like a lot of the younger guys out here, the music that they putting out, how it's all about, cars, it's all about money, it's all about bitches and stuff like that. It all of my music has a message behind it. So it's a situation where we may be talking about those things, but then, and like you say, all the fast rapping, like I said, I come from being a fan of Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, so I can't.
Yeah, I like them. So it's
but
good.
At the same time, I slow it down when I'm trying to get my point across. Even the song "Hold On," you heard in the beginning, I'm saying all the important stuff, saying this is what it is, this is what it is. But then I kick it up and take it to the other stuff.
Yeah, you gotta. It starts nice and then has a high, a upbeat, and then it kind of mellows out. So, okay. So, do you have a song that maybe you can say the lyrics? You said you could do acapella, so maybe you could do a little acapella for me, because I love you. So I'll be sitting here saying, ah.
Nah.
Really? You wouldn't do that for me?
Nah, not doing that.
I thought we was better than that.
Play the music, man.
All right, is there any way that we could play that song for a minute? please?
What song you gonna put on?
I think only one they could do right now.
Hold on, 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 hold on to the things that most consider dreams. Got the money and the fame, but don't let it make your name. 'Cause the truth is that the pain from the losses that we've seen can't cut deep straight to the vein. Know that we all bleed the same blood. Hold on, hold on.
We just need to
Hold on, hold on.
If you're with me, Jess.
Hold on, hold on.
Young Phil DC.
Hold on, hold on.
Niggas taking aim, they claim that they are gangsters. Everybody killing when killing ain't where they came from. Straight from out the hood, my niggas, they really slang dope. Marijuana, rocks, and ecstasy to gain hope. Deep within the trenches where half y'all niggas can't go. Getting
Okay, so that was the song that I like a lot. So with your music, what would you like for your music to move with somebody?
I would like for my music to move whatever inside that person, whatever they get from it. You know what I mean? It's all about perspective. You know what I mean? One person may take a song one type of way, another person may take it another type of way. So it really depends on what the ear of the listener. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what they get from it. If it can motivate somebody to get up and go do this, that, and the third to get some money, that's what I want to motivate them to do. If it could get somebody through some heartache they feeling or through some financial troubles, then that's what I want to do. A lot of my music is positive. Like I said, I have some music that's just straight up real. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like my music touches on a lot of different facets and pieces.
Have you ever thought to maybe go into the community with your music and maybe just do a free show or even work with kids who may want to do or walk into your footsteps? Would you ever be open to working with kids on that level?
I absolutely would be. I have not done anything with kids, but I have done a show before. I did a show actually alongside Keezy. We performed Hold On. I also did Make It Bounce at that tour, and then she did two of her songs, and we gave away money.
Oh,
You know, we
okay.
did a little contest. It was something to inspire people to keep making music. You know what I mean? So we kind of like we're the closing act. You know what I mean? So it was real fun. It was real fun.
Would you do that again? And if you would you give people your information so they could reach out to you? Maybe they want to get to where you are. Would you help somebody?
Absolutely. It's like I said, I could have just did an album with just me on it from start to finish, especially since it's a hobby and I'm not really looking for financial gain from it. But I intentionally reached out to all different types of people,
Okay.
from DC all the way to Chicago. You know what I mean? Don D from FGE, Tally 300, both of them, I have tracks for both of them on my CD.
Okay.
Don D has actually already did 2 tracks for my follow-up album, my sophomore album. So, you know, it's just about networking, you know what I mean? Building that bridge from community to community, state to state, city to city, whatever it is, and just taking away some of the violence and just displaying our feelings and things through music.
Oh, okay. Now, is there anything that you would want somebody out there to know to reach out to you? Do you have like Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, my Instagram is YoungPhilDC, all one word, at YoungPhilDC. Aside from that, you know, I got Facebook, I got all those other things, but all of my music goes through my Instagram right now. I also have a website, YoungPhilDC.com. It was originally set up to be a promotion site, so we're just basically promoting that one project. Next year, when we do the sophomore album, I was speaking with my engineer like 2 weeks ago, actually, and he's pushing me, get back in the studio, and we're gonna do a revamp of the website starting next year, so that we can tie in the second project and put some more background information up there.
Okay, I saw Mr. Hart. Thank you, Mr. Hart, in my car club. Very, I got you. Okay, so We do a lot of car shows. Would you ever create a song for like when we come in, or even would you create a song for the car, like a car? You know, like how you see the cars and they go, you know. Could you create a song for? Am I making sense? Like a car show or something in that form, so that when the cars come out, when that car comes out, you be like, oh, okay, and then the car makes you bounce, and then the song makes you bounce.
I'm gonna say yeah, that's definitely possible. But it's like, I mean, I feel like you don't gotta create a song for a car or for a car show. I feel like, you know, it really depends on the vibe of the show. You can
Okay.
pick a Manny Fresh beat and have a car pull up and be bouncing like that. You probably can get a
Well, I
Drake
need
beat
one
with a
for
Dolphin.
my car. So my cars, I need a certain song. So when I come out, they be like, "Oh yeah, that's her. We know who that is. We know whose song that is." All right, we're gonna have to work that out. Okay. So now you said your next project. What's the difference between your first project and your next project?
Growth. My first project was really me just trying to network, me
Okay.
trying to test the water, see what I sounded like on the mic, things like that. Like I said, I've been doing this music for a long time, but it was just like a PC microphone in the bedroom type of thing. It was never in studio album, you know,
Okay.
that got mastered and went through all the processes and stuff like that, and the revisions and the critiques and the forums and stuff like that. So after the Young Field project, as it's titled, the Young Field project, now we're transitioning into some more stuff. This upcoming album is tentatively titled Credibility. It has a few more go hard songs on it to, of course, represent what the times we're living in right now. But at the same time, it keeps that positive undertone. So I never lose who I am or anything like that.
So for not a long drawn out story, but how do you like if I have a beat and a song, where do I go with that beat and that song? So kind of take us through that process. Like if I have like okay, I wrote my words and I got and I got the words with it. What do I do with that to move forward so that I can maybe hear my song on the radio or whatever? Or is it that 1, 2, 3 easy?
I mean, it really depends who the artist is. Some people do one take. Some of my songs I did one take on, some of them I didn't. But ultimately, I just find a beat and I listen to it for probably about first 15, 20 seconds. By that time, you know it's something that you really can vibe to. You'd be like, nope, or the next one, you pick it. Okay, I can feel this. And then I start coming up with a hook. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, okay. What do I get from it? What vibe am I getting? Is this a positive song? Is it a club hit banger? Is it a gangster street song? Like what type of song am I getting? Come up with a nice hook to it. Once I come up with the hook, then I'll start, put it down, put the hook in its places, and I start writing my lyrics. You know what I mean? On the downtown and stuff like that. Once I put it together, go to the studio, have them play it, put the headset on, and the rest is just what happens. I want to give some credit to my boy True Rebel. He comes up with a fair amount of the hooks for my tracks.
And what is a hook? Because
I like the chorus.
okay.
So like the song you like, hold on, it's a hold on.
Okay, so that's the hook.
So that would
Okay,
be considered the
because
hook.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, and the bridge is the part when we come in together. We
Okay.
do the words, and then we go to my verse. But hold on was actually unconventional because it wasn't like hook, verse, hook. It was more so start with the hook in the intro. Then I did a long verse throughout the entire track. Then we went back to the hook and intro at the end. So it's kind of different. But nevertheless, I definitely want to shout out True Rebel because he doesn't do my hooks, the entire things, but he paints a good inspirational picture. We'll sit down, we'll be vibing to some music. He'd come up with something, I'd come up with something. He'd be like, all right, this the concept. Then I'll take what he says and I'll tweak it and be like, this is what we're doing with it. And 9 times out of 10, it's perfect. It comes out perfect.
All right, so now we've done the hook and the track, and we've done the I guess you're behind the room singing or whatever. Now, what do we do with that next? What's the next thing that we do?
You got your engineer go to work and he mixes it.
Okay.
He mixes it up. After he mixes it, and then you approve it, you give a stamp of approval, you let a couple people listen to it, they be like, yay or nay, make a few modifications, ad lib it, and then you send off a master. That's it.
Okay, now mastering is what?
It's basically when they take your song in its raw form. A lot of artists don't master the album. I mastered my first one, and Rio may not master my second one, we'll see. But you send it out to a different place, or maybe your engineer can do it in house if you do it digitally. But I had mine actually mastered like the right way. It's more expensive process. Where what happens is they take your highs and your lows and they match them perfectly over the beat, and from track to track they make them in unison. so that they all sound like they're a part of one project, as opposed to this song is loud, this song is low, this song sounds this way, this song sounds that way. It makes it all seem like they all came from the same studio at the same time during the same era. So it pieces together as one whole process.
Okay. Okay. Then once that's done, then what?
Then you market it. You put it all over social media. You make sure you're on all streaming platforms like my album is, and you wait
For money.
Well, I mean, you wait and see what happens. Yeah.
Oh,
Unless you
okay.
do some music videos, you can stamp it with that. I didn't do any music videos. Every artist that I worked with asked me to do a music video for the track I did with them.
And why didn't you
Except
do it?
Nikki. Nikki never mentioned it. I think she went back to Cali. But but every single last one of them was like, put the track out, do it. Let's do a video. Let's do a video. I just never found the time to get around and do it. But for my sophomore album, I will be on.
So for Hold On, what type of a video would that have been if you had done one? And I keep on talking about that song because that's the main song I know.
Real artsy, probably real artsy. It has some cuts to like some struggle stuff. I'm thinking, you know, maybe I like my videos to have stories, like the videos of the 90s, and I like the videos of the 2010s and the newer. So it'll probably tell a story, you know, maybe like someone getting killed or you know, or struggling, you know, and how you get past that, or I don't know, you know, it could be a lot. You could say a lot of ways.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you want anybody to get in contact with you, give them your info one more time, please.
Instagram at YoungPhilDC.
Okay. Now this is Late Night Whispers on This Gorgeous Radio, and I'm Sunshine. If you have a business, if you want to have a conversation about a business, or if you're trying to get to the business life,